Hi friends, today on Paulie's Kitchen I'm going to teach you how to make a chickpea curry because everyone should know how to do this. It's super simple and lots of fun. So this is my groovy gang. That pepper just needed eating, so I'm going to chuck it in. You can throw any veg in, that's the joy, but you'll need some chickpeas and some chopped tomatoes and some curry and some onion and some coconut milk. So you want to find your biggest knife and cut up an onion. The bigger the knife, the harder they fall. I'm not particularly good at chopping stuff up. I just, the best thing you can do is like slice it one way and then slice it the other way. And you'll just get some sweet little oniony boys. I've heated up a teaspoon, tablespoon, some kind of spoon of oil. And then I'm just chucking, get a bit of skin in there. It's good. I'll just use my phone. Get some skin in there as well, it's good for foliage. Now these fine brothers are going to save you a lot of time and trouble because I've kept garlic in the cupboard before and it goes off in a couple of weeks, and the same with chilli as well. But these, you just add a little spoon, one of each, spoon each, chuck it in there, boom, flavour country. Garlic, chilli. It feels like an old ball bag. It's getting that way, so I just thought I'd use it up. The pippy bit in the middle. You can then, the seeds aren't going to kill you, and they don't have any real flavour, but just cut in strips, and then you can hold the strips together. Keep it quite chunky and funky, because you're just going to chuck all that in the pan as well, and it's just going to reduce down real nice. Then we can bang some veg in. Here's my bang. It's very important that you drain your chickpeas. This juice is called like albufera or something, and vegans use it as an egg supplement, but I just pour it down the drain. So when you get to a point where your veg is slightly mushy, just bang some chickpeas in. So after 2 minutes, you can just take some chopped tomatoes here. Look at the colour in that. Oh! I've chosen East End because they were the cheapest. So because there's 2 tins of chickpeas against 1 tin of chopped tomatoes, it's going to be quite thick. But we're going to add in some more wet. That's how you think of cooking. There's wet items and there's dry items. And after that, everything's simple. So I've given that about 2 minutes just to bubble away, and then I'm going to chuck some coconut milk in there. You'll note that there's very little in the way of seasoning so far. You can chuck in stuff along the way. I'm just gonna curry powder all day long, mate. Just getting that in there. You can just stir in any curry sauce or curry powders that you add in. Less is more, I find, at this stage, because you don't wanna fuck yourself. I'm adding in some turmeric because it's magical, and then you can go in with season and taste. Taste, season. Taste, season. They're the important aspects. And now I'm just going to let that simmer for about as long as it takes to cook rice, maybe longer, depends what else I want to get done. I'm going to teach you to make roti, so this is just some plain flour, and I just add a little bit of water and give it a stir, and you want it to be a sticky dough, that's what we're looking for, and that's sticky dough. Again, the secret is, if it gets too wet, then you add more dry ingredients, flour. If it gets too dry, you just add more water. Okay, so you want it to have the consistency of, you know, if you stir up ice cream as a child, then you're given a bowl of ice cream and you just keep stirring it until it's a mess. That's basically what you want here. And then we just cover that with a tea towel and let it rise or proof or whatever it does. As you're probably all aware, it's impossible to tell how much rice to cook for anything ever, so I tend to do more just in case. My tip for rice: never spoon a rice, always fork a rice. As usual, I've made too much rice. Just like a big old dollop of your dough. You just want to roll it about and then roll it. You want to make it as thin as you possibly can, while not getting it stuck. You see where it's coming away at the edge here? Just when you give it a little flip, boom.